Yeah, so that happened on Black Friday. Yep. Supposed to have a motorcycle out with a float behind it for Santa Claus. Light up night in Patton. Yeah. Yep. That's what we got. I'll show you here in just a second. It never did quit after that. It's a week later. Yep. And we still have this. You can see out the window here, maybe. Maybe. Yeah. Well, whatever. There. So you get an idea. It's still snowing. It's a blessed 21 degrees out. They've thrown brine, salt, shale, and every other imaginable accoutrement on the road that you possibly can. So apparently my riding season shot for a little bit. And what did it break? What didn't we get to do on Friday? Yeah, let me show you that. So you'll have to imagine the Trans-Siberian version of that, because that's what was playing during that whole audio sequence that you just saw. But, you know, we're oldies and that, so we can't really play that version. So I have some more videos attached to this of building this whole thing out and hoping we're going to get to use it. And literally 20 minutes before that whole parade was supposed to start, the bottom fell out. That was the very start of the snow. I should have filmed a little bit later. It was snowing so hard you couldn't see the car dealership across the street. So yeah, we just left everything sit. There's a lot of work to it. Buddy of mine actually built another sleigh to put behind his sled. It actually looked like a sleigh. Didn't get to use that one either, obviously. Now, he had a trike, so he could have put chains on it. Plus, he didn't do it. You know, what can you say about it? So, yeah. I guess I'll disassemble some of that. We'll get ready for the new motorcycle lift to come in. Be able to work to the bike itself. Because, you know, towing the trailer. So, towing that thing all over hell and half acre. And no, not the townhouse box. But the trailer itself has actually managed to knock the compensator out of the bike. Probably should put a belt on it. So yeah, we'll do some content on that here in a little bit. We'll get that all taken care of once my new handy lift shows up. Hopefully get to film getting that thing up the shell driveway, because Old Dominion will drop it at the bottom of the driveway. That'll be exciting. No, it really won't. But we'll get it up here and get the bike up on it and attempt not to throw it on the floor. Do a little work to it, and we'll get to know each other a little better. Yeah. So for now, we just have that. We'll get it put up. I'll attach some of the other videos on here I had of some of the work that was done to this thing. And unfortunately, the video I wanted to post of this in the parade isn't going to happen because it literally has not quit snowing since then. So with that, we'll throw some other stuff up here and we'll touch base here in just a minute. So what kind of trouble can I get myself now that I've been left alone for part of the day? Probably isn't going to be good. I have a funny feeling bad things are going to happen to that. And to possibly that. So, Black Friday. Are we allowed to say that these days? Hell, even for not, I'm doing it anyway, whatever. So the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Patton, Pennsylvania has a light-up night. So I decided it'd be kind of cool to take, I'll flip this around, this particular motorcycle, and that's the bike with no name because nothing seems to stick, and put a whole bunch of lights on it, and hook it up to its marvelous little carriage here that made the trip to Sturgis this year and got the crap beat out of it, and put all of this goodness on here to light this thing up and make a little bit of a float out of it. So you may entertain some folks for Christmas. Throw out some candy, some kids, get the missus on the back. Yeah, should be a good time. And yeah, the actual last time we had the trailer on the bike, we rode through 2.5 foot of water. That's a whole other story for another time, but we'll update that video at some point, and I'll get the Mrs. Hatter here too when she's back, explain just how enjoyable that was. But anyway, I'm going to hire the mechanic and get to work, and just leave you with one thought here, that I do indeed love Hot Moms. I have to admit, I hate the copyright thing that YouTube has. I would love to have some music on while I do this, but since I can't, I won't. But what I did yesterday, I mocked the bike up a little bit, so we'll spin it. You can see, just sort of laid everything out on here where I thought I might want it. And we have the undercarriage lights here. So let's turn some of this stuff on, give you an idea what we're looking to do. And turn this on. Oops. And there we go, there's the undercarriage lights. So the plan is to put these up under here somehow on both sides. Get them sound active with the music. Zip tie this guy on here so it gives me some light down on that front rim. I'll do a better video of this once I get some light on it so you can actually see what it's going to look like at night. Looked pretty cool last night for the preliminary stuff. And then to the trailer, we have all of this extra lighting. The nightlight stuff, which shout out to Baggers and Brews on this one. It's something I had bought this and then watched one of their videos where they had used some nightlight headlights in one of their trucks, so that was pretty cool. I think it was the Beard's truck. And this Govee stuff, we'll see how this works. That's which I actually on the bike is actually meant for car interior. So we'll see how well it works out out in the elements, because I'm sure that the weather will be crappy since I want to do this, so it's gonna be really fun. But get into the bike here real quick. Oh, little guy under a trailer, not good. So I don't know how well this will come out, but the idea here is to put it on these frames down both sides. And discovered one thing, that my wiring is falling off, so I'll rectify that one underneath here, and then I think I'll scavenge power out of this plug and see if I have another standoff that I can put this up with. If not, I do have them at work. I can bring some home. So yeah, so we'll see how this works. So yeah, underneath the trailer, and we'll have another video of this in a minute as I progress, but didn't really think you wanted to watch me use Simple Green, so talk at you a bit. So progress has been made. Discover it does help if you actually turn the video on if you're trying to record one. But anyway, did get the lights under the trailer. Give you a quick peek what that looks like underneath there. So it's on now. Need to get some wire standoffs, which I have. But it goes almost all the way down the tongue of the trailer. Back up here. So need to go to Walmart, figure out what I'm putting on the top of the trailer, because Mrs. Hatter has made it very up here in a snow bunny outfit because it's way too damn cold, and well, personally, I think she'd look on, she'd probably beat me to death, so we'll not go that route. But we're going to figure out what we're going to want on top of this. I'm not sure whether I want a Grinch. I don't know. We'll see what the Evil Empire has for us. We'll come up with something, get on there, see what it looks like, get it all lit up. Going to try to power it with a battery backup for a computer. We'll see how well that works. Kind of is going to take anything that's an inflatable out of the question, I think. So the next part will be getting the bike set up the rest of the way. And figuring out some wiring, which won't be hard because the trailer wiring's right there. Elected not to go with underneath. I'll just go to the trailer plug, mainly because of where the sound active box is, which plugs in here to this wonderful wire. And I think I'll put it underneath where the cooler goes, so it's at least somewhat out of the elements. But unfortunately, really close to the exhaust, so I don't know. Hopefully the app will let it run off of the phone and not just off sound active only. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty neat. It'll have a Harley cadence the whole time. Instead of the Trans-Siberian, which is kind of cliche, and some of the other cool Christmas stuff I want to do with it. So we'll see how it works out. Again, off to Walmart, get some stuff. Probably enjoy a few libations while I do the rest of this evening, but hopefully we get a video of this thing preliminarily wired up and done. I just got a little bit to do to the bike with securing what I have on it. I mocked it up yesterday, which if you saw the short, kind of see what we've done here. Need to secure these wires so they're not going to fall down into the motor as such and burn, which, although it would be entertaining, would definitely cut. So again, be back in a bit. Later. Can you tell who won the argument at Walmart about what goes on the trailer? So since we couldn't find the Grinch that we really wanted to and couldn't run any inflatables, we bought a pig that lights up, which is kind of funny. A couple of gnomes, because the garage is full of gnomes. One pink flamingo at the wife's insistence. And the last gnome. So unfortunately we didn't get to actually use this like we wanted to because of the weather, but so with that, we'll close this video out until next time. Probably be probably about the time we get that motorcycle lift in here, we'll have another video up of that getting loaded in. I'll join a couple live over on Professional Monkeys channel night, just see what he's up to. But till next time, talk to y'all later.